Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial lesson at Tune Guru. In today's lesson, we're gonna be understanding bar chords, how they function, how to play them, and what we can do with them. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. So basically, we need to understand two things. We have notes, we have chords. We have 12 notes in music, and we have minimum of two basic chord types that we need to know. Number one, major. Number two, minor. So if we have 12 notes and we have a minimum of two chords for each note, that gives us 24 chords that we need to know as guitar players. And I'm going to show you how to use bar chords to be able to play all the 24 chords that there are to start things off. So basically how bar chords work is where we are using our index finger to bar, or also known as hold, multiple strings at the same time on the same fret. Basically it's doing the job of a capo, or on the guitar this white piece called the nut, right? So when the nut is here and we hold an A minor shape, we get to play that in open. We get to leave the low E string and the sixth string open. But now if we need to play an A sharp minor chord, we need to play it as a bar chord, right? So to simplify all of this, make sure to stick around till the end of today's lesson. Let's get straight into it. Like I said, we have two things to remember: notes and the chords. So the notes we need to be familiar with are all the notes that fall on the sixth string and the fifth string. Because when it comes to bar chords, we have four basic shapes that we need to memorize and familiarize ourselves with. These four shapes are two shapes of the sixth string, which we will be referring to as sixth string rooted bar chords, and we have it on the fifth string, which we'll be calling it as the fifth string rooted bar chords. Now if you don't know the notes on your sixth string and fifth string, don't worry, because we have a lesson on that on the channel. So make sure you find that lesson where you get to learn all the names of your notes across your fretboard and across all the strings. To recap, once we're going to be playing the chromatic scale. Remember, chromatic just means moving one further from wherever you are. So we're going to do it on the low E string first. It opens with an open E. Then we have F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, until we come back to the 12th fret on E again. Similarly, on the A string, we have A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and we come back to A again on the 12th fret. All the chords are going to be going between the open string and the 12th fret, right? You just need to memorize the names of the notes up to the 12th fret. From there, the fretboard pretty much repeats itself again. Now let's take a look at the shapes that we need to know. So for the sixth string rooted bar chord, all we need to do is try and bar our finger across that first fret, and we'll be holding strings 6, 2 and 1. Those are the strings that need to be heard using that particular fret. Once you have your bar down, all you do is add your middle finger on the G string second fret, or on the next fret of your index finger. Add the middle finger on the G string. Add the ring finger on 2 frets apart from the index finger. Right now we're placing it on the A string, which is on 3rd fret with your ring finger, and below that we have the D string on the 3rd fret with your pinky finger. So we get a shape like this. This is your F major bar chord. One of the most used shapes out there in between open chord progressions as well. So once again, we have 1 on the 6th string, which is the low E, 3 on A, 3 on D, 2 on G, 1 on B, and 1 on the high E. Make sure you're able to hear these notes nice and clean ringing out together. Just like that. Now, if you want to make this into a minor shape, it is very simple. everything stays the same. All you need to do is remove your middle finger from the mix, and that will make it a minor. In this case, it's going to make it an F minor chord. So the strings that need to be heard through your barred finger become 6, 3, 2, and 1. To recap the shape of the chord again, to recap the notes, it is 1 on the low E, ring finger 3 on A, pinky finger 3 on D, 1 on the G coming from the bar, 1 on B coming from the bar, and 1 on the high E also coming from the bar. Again, make sure it rings out nice and clean. Both the shapes, once again, this is your major shape, minor shape. And now, all you need to do is move up the fretboard. Any note that is falling on the index finger, which is the 6th string, is going to be the root of the chord. This was called F major because we have the F note on the 1st fret of the low E string. Hence that becomes the F major chord on a 6th string rooted shape. If you remove your middle finger, that becomes an F minor. You take the whole shape 1 fret up, F sharp major, F sharp minor. Again, 1 more fret up, G major, G minor. You guys know where I'm going with this. 4th fret, G sharp minor, G sharp major, G sharp minor, 5th fret, A major, A minor, 6th, A sharp minor, B major, B minor, C major, C minor, C sharp, C minor, C sharp minor, D major, D sharp, D minor, D sharp major, D sharp minor, and on the 12th fret you will get your E major bar chord. Now if you guys closely paid attention to this section of the video, you would have noticed that the strings that were holding on 5th string, 4th string and 3rd string are very similar to our E major shape. That is exactly where it is coming from. It is fingered a little differently because on E major we have the liberty to play the open strings. So we get to use our index finger, ring finger and middle finger, where for the bar we are going with middle, pinky and ring because we want our index to be free to put down that bar shape. That is all that there is to it. Remember, E major is turning into all your bar chords over here. Now we're going to take a look at the 5th string rooted bar chords for major and minor. Let's go straight into it. As the name suggests, 5th string rooted bar chords, the root note is going to fall on the 5th string. Okay? So again, if you're familiar with your A minor shape, it's the same logic that is being applied over here as well. To show you the shape, we bar our index finger only up to the 5th string this time, so we do not play the 6th string for any of these chords that I'm going to show you now. So we bar your first finger up to the 5th string on that 1st fret, middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of B string, pinky finger goes on 3rd fret of G string, and ring finger goes on 3rd fret of D string. And now we play only 5 strings. That becomes your A sharp minor bar chord right there on 5th string root. If you guys are wondering, we had an A sharp minor over here on the 6th string rooted bar chord as well. Remember, there is no one way to play anything on the guitar. Let it be a melody or chords, we have multiple ways to play the same thing. It is all about convenience on which approach we use for which point of time. So we start the 5th string rooted bar chords with an A sharp minor. You take it up to 2nd fret, same shape, B minor, 3rd fret, C minor, 4th fret, C sharp minor, 5th fret, D minor, 5th fret, D minor, 6th fret D sharp minor, 7th fret E minor, F minor on 8th, F sharp on 9th, G on the 10th, G sharp on the 11th, and we have your A minor on the 12th. So what was here on our 5th fret on the 6th string rooted bar chord, we have to climb up all the way to the 12th fret on our 5th string rooted bar chord. So that's the difference between the 6th string rooted bar chord and the 5th string rooted bar chord. The minor shape is the same as the major shape on the 6th string rooted bar chord for the 5th string rooted bar chord. Wow, I confused myself while saying that as well. I'm going to recap that. So 5th string rooted minor bar chord is the same as the 6th string rooted major bar chord. It's the same shape, but you only play till the 5th string. Now when we come to the 5th string rooted major bar chords, things change a little bit. They become a little trickier, but there's a very simple way to move around it. Now, for the 5th string rooted major bar chord, we want to bar using 2 fingers. So this can get a little tricky. So we have a bar going on the 1st fret. In this case for A sharp major, we have the bar going on the 1st fret of up to the 5th string, and 2 frets apart, which is going to be our 3rd fret. In this one, we are going to use our ring finger and bar essentially only the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string, because that's all the strings we want to be heard using this bar. If in case you want to hear the 1st string as well, you're gonna have to angle your ring finger in such a way where it does not interact with that 1st string. That's gonna be a little tricky. You have to bend your finger, you have to apply a little more pressure and lift this part of your ring finger a little above the fretboard. I'm gonna try and demonstrate that for you right now. There. That's how you're going to play your 5th string rooted major bar chord with the 1st string ringing out as well. But here's the good news. A lot of times, the reason people use bar chords is to add more low end to the sound. So we don't essentially need that 1st string ringing out the entire time. So all you need to do is make sure you're able to get sound up to the 2nd string and play something like this. To the 6th string bar chord, back to the 5th string. This is all happening on the 5th string. Now a minor, another minor, minor, major, major. Here's the good part. Once you familiarize yourself with these 4 simple shapes, you can play any major or minor chord on your guitar. This technique literally unlocks all your major and minor chords on the guitar. Regardless you're playing on an acoustic or an electric, you get to play all the 24 chords that you need to be able to play as a guitarist who is just starting out. And it makes life a whole lot simpler because you don't need to go around remembering multiple shapes, just 4 simple shapes, 2 shapes on each string, and all you need to remember is which note falls on which fret on the 6th string and the 5th string, and you are good to go. I'm gonna give you a few song recommendations now to be able to practice your bar chords across your fretboard. Some will include some open chords as well, because let's face it, if we're going to be doing bar chords throughout, our fingers are going to start paining a lot. So with that in mind, the first song is going to be Summer of '69, which is a great song where we get to see a lot of open chords, including D major and A major and G major. And we also get to see the B minor, the F major, the B flat major or A sharp major on the 5th string rooted. We get to see a C major on the 5th string rooted as well. So this is a super fun song. Another song, if you guys want to go all bar chords, a great recommendation is by Jimi Hendrix. It's called Hey Joe. Another couple of songs on the top of my head are Soldier of Fortune by Deep Purple. Again, we get to see all the shapes in action over there. If you guys want to learn that song, there is a lesson for that song as well on this channel. So make sure to check that out. And of course, one of the most iconic songs, Hotel California. Again, a mix of bar chords and open chords. Again, if you guys want to learn that song as well, the link will be in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Videos are there on all of these songs that I have mentioned. I think we haven't yet done a video for Hey Joe. We'll be doing that very soon. So there it is, a very simple way to be able to play all your major and minor bar chords across your fretboard, basically just using that bar technique. It is going to unlock all the chords for you that you need to know as a guitarist who is just starting off. If you've enjoyed this lesson, please leave a thumbs up because that's going to help out our channel a lot. Hit that bell notification, subscribe to Tune Guru, and mention down in the comments below if there are any songs that you guys are finding it hard to learn, or if you have any doubts, any topics that you want us to cover on this channel, and we will get back to them as soon as possible. Thank you for sticking around till the end. We'll see you in the next one.